trên tay lấp lánh hay từ con số 247. Sáng lên trong đêm tối anh em lên phố trên đôi Jordan. Mobbing with the mob để lấy những thứ anh em tao cần. Mobbing with the ocean, chắc nào cất lên cao dần. Ở động đất à, không phải. Đây là bọn anh đã đi lên. Ở động đất à, không phải. Đây là bọn anh đã đi lên. Ở động đất à, không phải.
Throughout the history of Vietnam, from the beginning of the feudal period, Thăng Long always held a very important position for more than 778 years from February 1010 to February 1789. It was the capital, the center of political, economic, cultural, and educational center of the country. This place was the headquarters of the feudal state of Đại through the dynasties. Thăng Long, the capital of the Đại state, was very prosperous in the 11th, 16th century under Lý Trần, early late dynasties. In the autumn of the Khánh Thuận years, Lý Quốc Uất promulgated royal edict on the transfer of the capital from Hoa Lư to Đại La Citadel. He realized that Đại La, Thăng Long, and Hà today have many advantages for the long-term development of the country. So, the first big job was to leave the capital and move to Đại La. Then, Thăng Long became the capital that was built and prosperously developed through many centuries. However, ancient Thăng Long has almost faded into the past due to many causes and historic events. The remaining vestiges are a few but invaluable, as the reminiscence of a beautiful, magnificent, and elegant capital urges us to trace and restore them.
The original Đoan Môn South Gate was the main and most important gate of Thăng Long Forbidden Citadel during the successive Lý, Trần, and Lê dynasties. The current gate, which was a 17th to 18th century structure, stands majestically right in the middle of the holy axis of central sections of the imperial citadel of Thăng Long. Đoan Môn has a long history. Its name was mentioned as early as 1121. Đoan Môn served as a characteristic and significant structure of the surrounding area of Kinh Thiên Place, where some of the national events took place. According to the Đại Việt Sử Ký Toàn Thư and the Lê Triều Hội Diễn, all the five main arch doors of Đoan Môn and even two flanking doors to the farther ends were completely closed down, turning to the wall area outside the gate into a desert and empty place. Đoan Môn will always stand as a magnificent testament to the priceless historical and cultural qualities of the Vietnamese people because of its original and gigantic structure and the abundance of thousand years old archaeological remains beneath. Many significant Lý dynasty events about Buddhism, such as Quảng Chiếu Lantern Festival, were held on the hill course in front of Đoan Môn.
An area that attracts us is the antique display area in the Imperial Citadel. The most unique antiquities unearthed here from 2002 to the present. The exhibition space is arranged in three spaces from the outside, which are some first-time objects such as terracotta pots of the Trần dynasty. The remaining space introduced artifacts from the Lý Trần dynasties, the early Lê dynasty, and the Mạc and Lê Trung Hưng dynasty. The royal utensil dedicated to the king of the early Lê dynasty, such as blue flower plates, blue flower ceramic bowls, and dragon paintings on the outside and inside. In the 15th century, the Celadon ceramics demonstrate the peak of white ceramic production in the Li dynasty. This is a high-quality ceramic, popular jade green glass, white, smooth ceramic bond showing many different from Tang Dynasty pottery. Besides, dragons during the early Lei Dynasty were significantly influenced by Chinese portrayal art. Main species were dragons with 5 clawed feet, associated with the king's fortune or sovereignty. In terms of portrayal, these entities had a big nose, 2 points, 2 ears, and sawtooth eyebrows covering 2 round, protruding eyes. Because of the dominance of Confucianism and the prominence of sovereignty, dragon structure seemed to be standardized, following other traditions that were close to those of China. The dragon became the symbol of the monarch, reigning in the center of the universe, bearing a ferocious, many different from the dragon of fertility in the past.
D67. The building was designed and built by the Common of Engineers in April 1967 on an area of more than 600 square meters with the full name of the Central Military Commission Basement House. This place is also now at the underground palace located 10 meters deep underground. It is not only strongly built with multiple layers of doors that can withstand heavy bombs and water, but it also has a separate room with ventilation, tropic filtering technology, and clean air provision to be able to handle storm, chemical attacks, and biology assaults. Moved inside, there is glass meeting of more than 35 square meters and 30 with an area of about 30 square meters for working. The underground rooms are connected to generator, communication system, logistics, and food.
Hello. Where are you from?
I'm from New York in the United States.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Can you spare some time to the interview?
Yes.
How did you feel Thăng Long Imperial Citadel?
Well, it's wonderful. It's a beautiful area and very historical, and I'm glad to learn more about the history of Vietnam.
Oh, thank you. Wishing you and your family good health and peace.
I wish you the same.
Thank you.
Okay, come on.
Thank you.
David, wife Linda.
Thank you. And where are you from?
I'm from England.
Do you like Vietnamese structure?
Yeah, Vietnamese culture, yes we do. We've been learning a lot about it.
Yes.
We started our trip in Halong Bay and we came along the Red River to Hanoi and we've been looking around Hanoi. It's been very, very interesting.
Way up when nobody else was there. So
Yeah.
it was very interesting.
And everybody's very friendly in Vietnam. That's what we see.
And how do you feel about Imperial
city?
Very interesting. Yeah.
We've just started looking around. There's a lot of archaeology still to be
Yes.
dug up. Very interesting.
Thank you. I'm really happy when I hear you.
And your name is
My name is Yu.
New.
So are you going to put this in your school newspaper or is it just for school?
For my project.
Oh, for
your
your project
project.
for school. Okay, well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you. Thank you.
How long was it? Oh no. 5 minutes? Yeah, about this? Yes. I don't know anything. I know a little bit. Okay.
Ok. Ê, tao quay cho. Hả? Ok. Phải là quay ngang.
How did you feel